Hi, have you ever been asked this question? What does it take to be truly successful? Well, we get so many people asking us that question. I think it boils down to four main critical skills, or as you might say, maybe skills for life or for work. And for me, it's truly important that we understand these four core skills, because that could be a great beginning to understanding what successful people really do. Now, the very first thing that I noticed with all successful people is they have a great mindset. Now, what do I mean by mindset? Well, they've got a mindset that is just second to none. You see, their attitude towards negative things and positive things are absolutely beautiful. But it starts from the fundamental basis of believing in themselves. They have a great belief in themselves. And then they have the right drive, which is the motivation. So when I say mindset, their motivation and their belief is absolutely strong. They believe they have the ability to do the thing that they want to achieve. And for you and I to want to create something, you've got to have the belief that you truly can do it and become a self-motivator. Find the tools to motivate yourself, because they often say with motivation, it doesn't last. Well, so is having a bath. Hence why we recommend it daily. So you've got to be able to self-motivate yourself on a day-to-day basis. As a matter of fact, if you lose your motivation for anything, we might as well be dead. So finding the right motivation and the right belief is just critical. And all leaders that I know have a great mindset, meaning they believe in themselves and they're self-motivators. Now, the second thing is about being a great communicator. You see, these are what we call leaders. If you look around in society today, I mean, you cannot name me one entrepreneur, somebody that's really successful, that doesn't have the ability or the skills to speak to one-to-many. You see, they don't just do one-to-one stuff. They have the ability to speak to masses and masses of people. Well, you and I, if we want to be successful as well and become a leader or be seen as a leader, we need to also have those vital skills of being able to communicate, not just with ourselves, but with other people. Now, the third skill that I think is truly important is also being able to influence and persuade others. Now, this is a skill that we can all learn. You see, the ability to persuade and influence others is a critical skill if you're selling products, if you're selling your book, if you're creating audio products or video products, or you have a business and you're selling a service, then those are critical skills that you need to understand in terms of how to sell from the platform on a one-to-one basis or from the stage. So the skills to influence and persuade others is a critical skill as well. And then finally, the biggest one of all, you got to have what we call self-discipline. Now, everyone that I know that's a successful person, all my mentors, always do a certain thing over and over and over and over again. Often we get confused. We think being successful is doing so many different things. But no, being successful is doing something, one thing, consistently, every single day, and having the self-discipline to be able to do that. And in over 3, 4, 5 years, you'll be seen as an expert in that particular area. And that's what a lot of successful people do. They have the self-discipline. So, in summary, you need a great mindset, which is about your belief and your motivation. You need to be a great communicator to be seen as a leader within your community and your environment. You need to have you need to be a great influencer and have the skills to sell. And finally, you need to have the self-discipline to be able to carry those things through. So make sure that you're honing on one thing that you love to do and do it consistently over a period of time, and finally you'll be seen as an expert in that area. Now, these are the critical, vital skills that I think you need to learn. And by learning and applying these skills will get you set on the way to being very successful, and anyone can do it.